All right, installing a pitless on a well in Colorado. So here's the well. You dig down the side of the well 6 to 8 feet to get below freezing. And then you gotta drill a hole in the side of the steel casing of the well. So that way the water line comes out down here, 6 feet, 8 feet below the surface, so it doesn't freeze, okay? And this is gonna be the pipe that goes to it. And this is going to be just a hole saw that you would use to drill the hole. You're going to have some shavings that drop inside there. Don't be alarmed by that. That's how these guys install it. You can pay, you know, $350 for them to do it, or you can do it yourself in a matter of, 20 minutes to half an hour. All right, this is the pitless that you drop down the hole of the top of the well, through the side of the casing that we just came out, actually the hole there. And then of course, you take all this apart, take this off, so it's out of the way, take this nut off, so it fits in the hole. Okay, we'll put that right here for now. And then you take this piece, and it's one gasket, it has two gaskets, hold it like that. It has two gaskets, it has this inner gasket and the outer gasket. So you take off this gasket, and then you drop it down the hole, then you put this gasket back on it on the outside of the well, and then you put this ring on it and you tighten it down. All right, so then you pull the cap off and the bolts are set somewhere to the side. Be very careful you don't drop anything down the well, okay? And I'm asking, where are the bolts?
My pocket.
Perfect. All right, then you drop this down the well, and you come out of the hole that you drilled down there. And this black pipe is just temporary. In my hands here, it's just temporary. It'll disconnect from this later, and then these two pieces slide apart. So when they put the pump on this, they'll pull this piece out of this piece, install all the piping and the pump and everything, and then it hangs on this. So it's very important that you get a strong one of these, and I'll show you guys the box and the model number for this. This is going to be, this well is 520 feet deep. So you have to make sure you have one that's strong enough to hold the weight of all that pipe to the bottom. All right, I'm going to drop it down, and at the top of this thing, I've got a T up there, so you don't lose this down the well. Don't want to do that. All right, so I lower this down. I can see the hole down there. I can see it daylight. And then you'll see it come out the bottom down there. Just like so. Okay? I can let go of this now because it's hanging, it's suspended, and if it were to fall, this is going to catch it on the rim. Okay, so there's that. Then I go down to the bottom. The other parts that are in my hand here, and you put the gasket on, then you put the nut on, and you thread it down. Here it is. Sorry guys. So Rob here is going to go up on top, and he's going to push that thing so it doesn't slide back in out of the hole. And then this way I can thread this on. Okay, it's holding in place, and then you gotta just slide this ring, the sill back so it seals up against the wall. Okay, and then you put this on, which is also rounded. Excuse me, it's rounded on the top for the pipe. Okay, so just pushing this back. Oh, hold it. Oh, pull it back on the top towards you. That way it pushes force at the bottom toward me. Okay. Now that's on. Okay. Then I put this piece on. All right. And then I put the nut on. Okay, then you put this nut on. And you tighten this nut down extremely tight. Doing this one-handed, guys. Okay. And it'll seat itself. Okay. Then you take some channel locks. And then you just tighten this. Okay, until it's snug. Okay, once that thing is snug, then you put this adapter on there. It's barbed, and be sure to put on some Teflon tape. Okay, and that just tightens up into that piece. And then your water line. Your water line goes right to that, and I'll show you that in a second here.
Grab that little piece just to show them of line.
So the water line would basically go on here like so, and you push it on nice and tight, and then you put on some hose clamps, and then of course this part would be done. Then you'd go to the top up here, and up here at the top we have that pipe sticking out. Okay, now if we twist that pipe, you know, loose, opposite, yep, loose, untwist it, just he's turning it, and then once it's loose and disconnected, it'll just slide out of the well like so, and you put your cap back on, and then you wait for the well company to come and put the pump and line down the well. To do this, they wanted to charge $350. Piece of cake.
Put these screws in here before I lose them.
And then right here at the under the well head is where the power comes down the pipe underground, and then just above the water line to the house. And for this one, it's a 5 horsepower. It's 520 feet deep, so it'll be a 2-pole 20 breaker to run this. On this particular wellhead, it's just 2 little nuts, one right there and one on the opposite side. You take those 2 off, and of course the cap comes off. Okay, so real simple. All right, so then the next step is to connect the water line to the hose, and I already got the hose clamps on there, so that way
Take it down a little more.
this way yeah, we're good to go. All right, I'm putting 3 hose clamps on here. I don't need that many, but I'm going to put that many on there. And honestly, when you bury this blue pipe, there'll be pressure against the dirt. It ain't going to come off. And that's pretty much it, guys, for putting on a pitless. It's really simple. But I guess the hardest part is going to be digging down if you're in some hard-ass rocks like we are here. And of course the trench just goes.
If not, you could pay us to do it.
If not, you could pay us at $350 to do it. And you just trench. It's just trenched to the house. Again, you want to make sure you're minimum 6 foot, preferably 8 foot. And the power for the well will also be in the exact same trench. And that's all there's to it.